River in the hills of Kentucky, just to our right. We welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line.
Here we go.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go, here we go.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start of the journey right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
Here we go.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here we go, here we go.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. In motion, Hill. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cover!
On play action, now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, Hill.
72.
On 1st down, Brady. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On play action, it's Brady. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Taken at about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
I'm fine, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Gun. Cut. 11. 12. Gotta go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here we go.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. Stop.
From from the gun to give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
12.
Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Go on. Go, 66. Hey, Alex.
Now a play fake. Brady. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try to cover downfield.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Down to about the 23. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady gets the dump off to Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Check it, reload!
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion, Hill. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Check it. Alert. Hey, Alabama.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, check it. Rip. Alpha. Alert.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
Here we go.
And across the 25 before being tackled.
12.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bengals nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? You got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's
11,
first
Thomas.
down on the other side of the field.
11.
Burrow will throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to Pierce. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Moss will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially.
Here we go.
But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger
11
errors.
mighty. 11 mighty.
On 2nd and 12. Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. Tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, from just shy of midfield, Brady, he's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Regular. Hey, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengalsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game.
Here we go.
Case in point right there.
11
this
MT,
offense
11 MT.
in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
11. 11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ozzie. Shadow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pierce now up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1-1, ready?
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. Rolling to his right. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 112 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action, now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
Reload!
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He's got his man, that's Woods on the out route. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 19 yards away. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some space here. 18 yards on that one. The Bengals are moving. 1st down.
180.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Burrow going to fake to miss it and now look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Good shot. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. In motion goes the tight end.
Alabama, Alabama.
Now a play fake. Brady. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
72.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Woods. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Hey, check it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run for Pierce out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Regular. Hey, 66. Hey, Alabama.
Brady. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Pierce. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady going to look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the second and a bundle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming. And they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
72.
Brady going to throw here. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our